Had a good morning, have we, boys? Had a good morning, have we? Oh, don't.
I've got to be brutally honest with you, Jamie. That's not the first time we've played that this morning.
I knew it was coming. As soon as that final whistle went, I'm at the ground and I'm instantly thinking, the boys on the breakfast show are going to definitely be calling me in the morning. They're going to want to, and that whooping is definitely coming out. I've got to deal with it tonight. I've got to do the show tonight, and I've already had the message of Cundy. You're getting it. So, it's a terrible day at the office. Terrible day at the office.
Jane, what did you make of the performance? Right, in all seriousness, what did you think, and what's it leave you feeling looking forward?
I was disappointed again. You know, I genuinely did go into this game feeling confident. No Rice, no Odegaard. I thought we'd go into it and we could really go at them in midfield. We were poor. Brennan Johnson, miles off it. Honestly, miles off it. Hides behind players. I watched him. I was there yesterday, hiding. Solanke, I know he's been injured, but he's got to come back. I need more from him. It might as well have just been Richarlison out there. If you're going to sign Solanke, he's got to score goals. Offering us nothing. Son, poor again, average performance. And then Romero at the back. Listen, I love Romero, great player. But defensively, he's cost us 4 goals this season already, I swear. Not good enough. And look, Arsenal, full credit to them, boys. Watching them live, they are brilliant defensively. Happy to sit in, happy to not concede. Don't want to be, Manchester City and play fantastic football for 90 minutes. They are happy to be resilient. And they were resilient, and we found it really hard to break it down. We couldn't break them down. We could have stood there all day trying to score goals, and we wouldn't have scored. But for us, not good enough. Ange needs to be better. Players need to be better. Not good enough, mate. That's a terrible result.
Jamie, I'm going to say to you, mate. I mean, I've made no shit. I do enjoy watching the Spurs, right? But as all the Spurs fans say to me, you've not got a season ticket, but I do enjoy watching them, right? But I'm looking at the Leicester game. First half, excellent, absolutely different class. End up drawing the game. A game you should have won. Comfortably beat Everton. Newcastle. I was just waiting on Spurs scoring because battered them. And then you end up losing 2-1. Beat again yesterday. It's the kind of same old, mate. That's the problem. I mean, it's all right for me to say I enjoy watching them, and I do. I genuinely enjoy watching them. But the Spurs fans, the frustration at dropping points. I'm not saying yesterday, but I'm thinking more Newcastle and Leicester. Dropping points in games that you should be winning, mate.
Yeah, it is. It's same old Spurs. And everyone laughs at us. And Cundy says it to me, you're still Spurs. And, it is a dagger to the heart when someone keeps saying that to you, because we are still Spurs. Like, we play well, we don't score. Like, take your chances. You've brought in good players and you expect them to do the business. But then I look at it also, Ally, and I go, have we brought in top players? Solanke, one good season at Bournemouth. Hasn't scored yet. He's had one good season at Bournemouth and we signed him for 60 million. Brennan Johnson, good player, young player, Nottingham Forest, done the business at Forest. We signed him for £50 million. He looks miles off it. And then I look at it and go, Archie Gray, good player. He's from Leeds. It's a championship player. And we signed Odegaard from Burnley. Like, any danger of Spurs who think they're a massive club, and Daniel Levy's built this big, shiny stadium, and only it's enjoyable to go and watch when Beyonce's on, of us signing a top player from Barcelona or Atletico Madrid, or going and get someone who's actually at the level of where we want to be, Champions League. Because we don't sign anyone from any big clubs, but expect the boys that we sign to perform like they're at a Champions League team. We ain't good at simple as that. You can play good football, Ally, but you can't put the ball in the back of it. It's good enough.
Yeah.
Final ball's not good enough.
No, very true, James. And then Timo Werner comes on, and that was kind of that wasn't met with any real delight either when all of a sudden he come on. And James Maddison, he's there's so much is expected of James. Clearly a very talented player, but again yesterday denied the space, denied the room, was playing very, very deep and was never really in those positions, James, to affect the game, was he?
I agree with you, Andy. But what I love about him, he don't go missing, mate.
No.
You know, like he wants to get on the ball.
Yeah.
You know, he'll always look for it. When the chips are down, Maddison will still try and get on the ball. And it weren't quite happening for him yesterday. But Arsenal are brilliant at the back. They are brilliant. And he needs runners like Son to run beyond. Brennan Johnson to make a run for him. Brennan Johnson stands there and stares at you. Solanke does the same. He stands there and stares at you. Maddison's got the ball at his feet and he's saying, someone run. Someone make a movement for you. So I was a little bit disappointed. He takes him off every week. I don't know what he's got it in for him, Ange, but Maddison gets dragged every game. And he's the only one, in my opinion, who actually will say, give me the ball and I'll try and make something happen for us. He made a sub and it was like, okay, yeah, all right, you took Maddison off. We ain't got nothing. You've got no one to pass on the ball now. You've got no one that actually wants to get on it. And the one thing for me is when you're playing in a big game, if players go missing, you can see them go missing, especially when you're not watching it on the telly and you're there. And when you're there, you see how many players go missing in the big games. And I tell you what, there's a lot of Spurs fans, a lot of Spurs players who go missing in them games. Arsenal, nah. Saka wants the ball all the time. Give me an option. Give me the ball. I'll have it wherever you want on the pitch. He'll take it wherever you want. Trossard will have it anywhere. Spurs players, missing. Go missing.
Jamie, I've got a wee feeling you might be getting one or two phone calls tonight, mate. I'm not, you know, I'd brace, if I was you, I would brace myself. The one thing I've got to say to you before I let you go, I heard you in...
I'm feeling a bit sniffly, Ali, to be honest. I don't know, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, mate. You know,
mate,
I've woke up this morning, I'm in a bad way. I might phone in sick.
I heard you and Cundy at the weekend, mate, with that Forest fan. And Cundy gave him the option with his ex-wife to get back with his ex-wife for Europe. Mate, I nearly drove off the road, pal. It was brilliant. I was in hysterics.
Ali, the best thing that you didn't hear was what he said when we dumped.
Aye.
It was even better.
I can imagine, mate. Listen, thanks for taking the time to come on. We appreciate it.
Boys.
And good luck tonight. Get a suit of armour on for the night, mate, okay?
I'm going to need it.
Thanks.
See you, boys.
Thanks, pal.
Take
See you
care,
later.
mate.
03717 223344. That's the number to call.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.